Hopefully it's not low. Hope all is well. I'm on my old cell phone, so if it looks a little dark, so to say, that's why I'm using this light over here to try to like brighten it up some, because my other phone is dead right now. But I know it's late. It's like 11:30 p.m. in New York, but I still wanted to get on here real quick because I don't know if I'm going to have energy to talk this weekend. And I'm trying to be outside this weekend. There's a lot of events happening this weekend that I want to, hey Paradigm, that I want to attend this weekend. So I don't even know if I'll be able to come on this weekend. So I was like, oh, I have some energy now to talk. Let me talk to y'all for a little bit. There's nothing new going on. I'm still job hunting. Um, Still staying to myself. I feel like people are weird. That's one thing I do notice. I think people are weird. I feel like people don't know how to really connect. That's something I'm noticing. And I'm growing I'm growing impatient with certain people that I'm cool with. I wouldn't say we close, but we cool. Um, and I realize now, oh yeah, job hunting sucks. I actually was supposed to go to a job interview today and I canceled it because it was only for a 3 week gig and the gig doesn't start till August. And I'm just like, nah, forget it. Like that's crazy. I was like, I'm not even gonna do it. Like 3 weeks is not enough. I'm looking for something more permanent. Um, but I find that people do not know how to connect anymore, and it's frustrating. People are allowing their insecurities, their triggers, their unhealed trauma fuck up friendships, basically. So that's what I'm getting from people right now. And it's no like beef or anything. It's just that I'm just disappearing on these people pretty much. I can like you, I can love you, I can care for you, but I'm not gonna deal with it. And at this age, there's no way that I'm not gonna have grace, so to say, or stick around and try to be friends with people or try to date people who are unhealed. Like I can't do it. I did my work. I've been doing my healing work. I've been helping other people heal for the past 10 years. I cannot be friends with unhealed people. And I hope that you understand that too. It doesn't mean that you think you're better than them. It's the same thing. Like if somebody said, "Oh, I'm a personal trainer," or, "I work out," or "I'm vegan. I don't want to hang out with people who eat meat." You have the right to say that. Or "I don't want to date a plus size person." You have the right to say that because you feel you work out every day and you think this plus size person doesn't work out every day or doesn't take their diet serious. I look at healing that same way. I cannot be friends with broken people. I cannot date a broken man because I put in 10 to 11 long fucking years of healing work in healing content. How can I say I'm a healer? How can I say I am working on myself or even showing I'm working on myself, but date a broken man or be friends with a broken person and let these people who are broken constantly project their shit on me and they're not doing their work and they're grown. We are grown and everyone has their own journey, but it's like, go do your work. And maybe when you're healed or you decide to start your healing journey, maybe we can link up later on in life. I doubt we will, but maybe we will link up later on in life. So that's kind of what's going on. At this point in my life, I only want to be around happy people. Our lives are not always going to be, always joyous. There's times where we're going to be sick. There's times where we're not going to have money. There's times where people going to be driving you crazy. You're going to have issues at work. Those are normal things that happen that sometimes we don't even pick. It gets chosen for us. But to me, unhappiness is a choice. It's a choice. I'm telling you. And I'm not going to do it. Who says you ultra stand about being selectively patient with and not caring about making connections as much. I'm interested in making connections, but I'm only interested in making connections with healed people or people who's taken their healing journey seriously. Click like on the chat for me if you're in the chat watching me. Thank you. Appreciate it. To kind of get me on an algorithm, just click like on the video. Thank you. Even if you don't stay. But yeah, I can't do it. And people play a good game. They'll act like they're healed, they'll act like they're spiritual, they'll act like they're into the things that you're into. You gotta like peep them. But eventually people tell on themselves. And it doesn't mean that these people are bad people, but like, nah, like you broken and you're miserable and you always want to talk about negative things, you're not coming up with solutions. Like, nah, we can't be friends, we can't be lovers. I can't do it. I cannot do it. But I wanted to talk about I'm noticing that a lot of chosen ones are comparing themselves, or other people are constantly comparing them to other people. And this is something that boils my blood, right? This really boils my blood because this works with chosen ones. And you don't even have to be a chosen one, right? But comparison is your enemy. Or like the church folks say, comparison is the devil. I'm letting you know this right now. Stop comparing yourself to people. Stop allowing people to compare you, because it's going to throw you off mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? So this is something that I had to, this took years. And even now I get defensive when I notice that somebody is trying to compare me to other content creators, right? And I'm using the content creation thing because that's what I deal with. I've been putting myself out there. Next year makes 10 years that I've been putting myself out there online, right? Hey, Latangela, how you doing? Thank you so much. My day is going. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not good. It's not bad. I'm just being. That's it. But I hope you had a good day so far. But you have to learn how to block people out. Something I noticed, anyone that comes to me and they're telling me about my own calling, right? This is why it's very important to have a relationship with self, working on your self-love, working on your confidence, working on your healing, because when you don't know yourself, you are going to let other people tell you who the fuck you are. And this is easy. And this is something that I allowed. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. When you have that conversation with the creator, when you have that conversation with God, when you have that conversation with yourself, you know what your calling is. And even if you don't know what your calling is now, you better tap in to find out what your calling is. Because if not, you're going to have a whole bunch of agents that is going to be trying to tell you what your calling is to throw you off spiritually. Now, if you consider yourself a black sheep, a generational curse breaker, you consider yourself a healer, you consider yourself a spiritual worker, you consider yourself in ministry, you consider yourself a chosen one, There is constantly agents. There's constant, any an agent could be anyone. An agent could be your coworker. An agent could be your own parents. An agent could be your best friend, your husband, your wife, your own children. These people, they get fed information about you to throw you off. God could be telling you to do one thing, your heart and soul could be telling you to do another, but yet these people who are jealous of you, these people who don't know nothing about what you're doing, they don't know your calling. Okay? They cannot tell you that. Let me tell you something. I've never had nobody tell me nothing about myself that I did not already have that conversation with God already. Never. Even when I was Christian. No one could come up to me and prophesy something about me that I already kind of didn't feel within me. Even when I've given people certain information about themselves, they're like, because they knew what I'm saying. All I'm doing is confirming. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes, somebody may prophesy to you and tell you something because you're not paying attention, you're not listening. So God sends somebody to warn you. But overall, you normally know what you're supposed to be doing. Stop listening to the outside chatter telling you who you are and where you're supposed to be in your path. How you going to tell me where I'm supposed to be in my path? You don't even know what my path is. The other day I was on YouTube and there's this guy, his name is Track Beats. He's dark skinned with the locks. I watch him from time to time. I don't really watch a lot of Chosen One content, but I like some of his stuff, right? And a few days ago, he posted a video and it's crazy how I was like, yo, I was just having this conversation with God about this. Because lately I've been getting a lot of people, even people from my channel, who are trying to tell me what to do with my channel, who are trying to tell me what to do with my own gifts, who are trying to tell me how I should be presenting my content, or how I should be delivering messages. You don't get to tell me nothing about my calling. You don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And this is how you get caught up. So in the video, he said how a young lady, I think he was seeing her or they were cool or whatever the case is. And she said to him, oh, I see your YouTube ain't flourishing. Your numbers ain't going up. You kind of stalling. And you see how these people will put poison in your head? This man got, I think, like 32,000 subs. Why would you say that to him? This man puts a video out almost every single day. This man's putting in mad work. And here come this hating ass agent, this hating ass bitch talking about, oh, I see your numbers ain't going up right now. It's always somebody who's not doing what you're doing. It's always somebody who they can't even hold a candle to your light, that want to tell you what you should be doing and what phase you should be in and how much money you should be making by now and what your numbers should be. Shut the hell up. Next time somebody come to you trying to tell you about your gift and where you should be at in your journey, tell them to fuck off. You don't got to say it like I say it. You can respectfully be like, you're not in a conversation when I'm talking to God. You do not know my blueprint. You do not know my plan. You do not know my calling. So shut the hell up. Stop letting people feed you a poison. And I used to be a sucker for this. Everything I did, I always had an agent. I always had somebody trying to tell me it wasn't good enough. My whole life, it was like this. Don't fall for these agents. They're not doing anything that you're doing. It never comes from somebody that's doing what you're doing. Never. I want you to really look at that. They're being spiritual haters because they do not have the guts or the balls or the clit to do what you're doing. That's where that energy comes from. Satan whispering in their ear, yeah, go over there and say this to that person. And it really does seep into your soul and your consciousness. You up at night thinking like, damn, yeah, I'm not doing this. Or how come I put in all this work and this didn't happen? And what did God tell you? You were given specific orders. Do that. I don't care what you see other people, or even you see other people who do have the same calling as you, but they look like they're more successful than you. Stop comparing yourself. You're not them. You don't know what they did to get to where they're at. Two people could be doing the same thing and get different fucking results because you are two different people with two different journeys and paths. Maybe God don't want you to be talking to 100K people. Maybe God don't want you to make 100K. Why? I don't know. That's a conversation you have to have with God. Everybody can't be a billionaire. Everybody can't be beautiful. Like, what you think this is? Life is about lessons. We all have different lessons. What y'all talking about? Hey, goddess. Hey, Demetrius. I know I'm going off, but it's like I hate seeing this, and I hate seeing people fall for that chatter. It's air, you know. And please watch what you say to me on my channel, because I see y'all comments, and I know it comes from a place where a lot of people, sometimes I just delete y'all comments, but I see it and I know it comes from a place of lack. It's a lack mindset. It's a lack mindset where some people will come on my channel and write certain comments because you don't see anything for yourself. So you come to my channel and you want to project on me. I'm just going to block you or remove your comment. I don't play that shit. Nobody will diminish me and tell me I'm not doing enough. And they're not even doing half the shit I'm doing. They don't even have a platform. How you gonna make a comment about my platform and you don't even have a platform? You didn't even start. But everyone is not gonna be as stern as me, where they could be like, F off. You gotta stop trying to tell people who they are. Who the fuck are you? Find out who you are. How you know so much about somebody else calling and what God talked to them about, but you don't even know who you are. Really, guys, you got to look at people's life. You got to look at people's life. There are people, I just saw this video the other day. This lady was like, oh, you can't hang around people who make less money than you. You can't hang around, people who aren't doing XYZ. And I don't think necessarily that's true. I think you need to watch everybody, because there's people who make more money than you who would hate on you. There's people who look better than you who would hate on you, because you cannot buy spiritual light. They don't have the confidence that you have. And people are watching you. People are going, yo, I don't understand how they have less than me, but they still have confidence. How they have less than me, but God is still blessing them. How they have less than me and they're always making it. You think I don't know? People look at me. My own friends do this to me. They don't get it. They don't get how when you put in good spiritual karma, you will always be taken care of. They don't understand how, oh, but I look better than her, or I look better than him. I make more money than them, but people are always listening to them because you ain't got the juice. That ain't my problem. You ain't got the juice. Don't look at, if you're a content creator or you want to be a content creator, don't compare yourself to other people online. You do not know what they're going through. Like, I have some friends who, they're jealous because I live in a house that's paid off. in New York City and they paying $2,000 in rent. Why are you jealous of that? You know what I went through? I had to get abused. I had to take care of a person who abused me from the time I was a child in order to get an inheritance. So these people will be jealous of you. These people will be watching you and comparing their life to yours, but they don't even know the abuse you endured to even get the blessings that you received. They would have more than you. Every enemy I had more than me. So honestly, watch everybody and pay attention to what your friends and your family are saying to you, because words are super powerful, guys. They plant seeds, and your thoughts are everything. Exactly what you think is what is going to produce in your life. I'm telling you, this is why I'm trying to break, the mindset of lack when it comes to money. Because I was traumatized. I grew up with money, and then, when my mom, my parents got divorced, we struggled, and that traumatized me. I went from having too much to, scraping up dollars. So my life is a result of my thoughts. And your life is a result of your thoughts, but sometimes your thoughts are not your own. They are seeds of doubt planted in you. Sometimes it's trauma, and sometimes it's because somebody close to you said some shit to you and now it got your head messed up. Yo, I'm telling you, when people's talking, no, I don't want to hear it. Nope. I don't want to hear it. I stop friends in the middle of their conversation. Or I cancel it out and go, well, that ain't me, that's you. Can't relate. Can't relate to that. That's you. You attract that, not me. I dead ass say that. And this is why a lot of people, a lot of my friendships don't work out, especially with women. Because you're not about to wish no bad man on me. You're not about to wish no homelessness on me. You're not about to wish no lack on me. I cancel that out. And I see that too a lot in my comments as well. When I'm sharing, you have to understand, when content creators or anyone who gets online and they choose to share their wisdom with you, they choose to share their soul with you, they choose to share their life, be careful what you say to them. You should see the comments that I have to delete. There's people literally trying to plant doubt in me. And you have to be very strong in this world, because your thoughts, you wake up with anxiety and depression, and it didn't even come from you. It came from you listening to the outside chatter from people who want to manipulate you and hurt you because they see a light in you that they don't fucking have in themselves. Comparison is your enemy. Stop watching other people, because you do not know their life story. You do not know the work that they have put in to be who they are and where they are in life. Comparison is your enemy. It will end relationships. It will end friendships, because you are sitting there. You're literally telling somebody that they don't deserve what they have. If they didn't deserve it, why they got it? And if they don't deserve it, it'll be taken away from them. Like, this is crazy. And I'm seeing a lot of this. And I guess it's a spiritual shift to where, too much information is going out. Too many people are being elevated. So now, these dark entities are sending out these agents to discourage us from wanting to post positivity, to wanting to post certain information. I think that's what it is. And I'm seeing a lot of people, they're getting discouraged. It's working. That poison is seeping in their mind. They're believing the comparison. They're believing what people are saying to them. And it's bullshit. You ain't gonna catch me. You're not gonna give me that virus of doubt. You're not. Absolutely not. I will not allow that to happen to me. Absolutely not. Am I empathetic? Yeah, I am empathetic. I am. I am empathetic, but I'm also empathetic for those who can be empathetic for me. I don't spread my good empathy to narcissists. I don't spread my good empathy. I don't share my empathy with people who are emotionally immature, who cannot give me that empathy back. I am selective and I pay attention to in energy vampires, pretty much. Um Paradigm says, yup, affirmations are important. You gotta cancel these people out. I'm telling you, you really do. You gotta cancel these people out because these agents and these haters, it's disgusting and it's getting worse because people realize they might have did the work in the 3D, but they didn't do the work internally. They might have got the degree, they might have got the car, the money, the partner, but internally they didn't work on themselves. So they're watching people and you're noticing that great separation, that split where they can't keep up with you spiritually, they can't keep up with you mentally. They can talk about whatever that subject is in their college degree, but they can't talk about other topics with you because they did not work on themselves. They can't see things that you can see. It's like, what's going on? How they know that? How she know that? How he know that? What's going on? I can't see what they see. They notice a difference. They didn't do the work. So this is why we're becoming more alone. I don't want to say lonely, but we're becoming more alone because people who have that surface-based mindset, they don't feel comfortable around you. And a lot of times they're gonna be saying little slick stuff out their mouth to discourage you, to make you feel inferior. Because all they have is the 3D material. That's it. They don't have anything else. They don't even have a relationship with God. They have no connection. They're lost. They're miserable. So they're going to project their misery on you and you be confused because we're raised and we're taught from the time you're a child, oh, that person who has less than you is going to be jealous of you. No, sometimes it's people who have more than you who will be jealous of you, who really will try to sabotage you. That has always been for me. And I never understood it. I understand it now, but for years it took me a long time. Like, I don't get it. Like, you got more than me and you still trying to sabotage me? What is going on here? Alicia says, I know what you mean. I have asked former friends to stop trying to bring up my ex with me years later. Oh yeah, that's a horrible tactic. People try to do that shit with me too. Like, please don't try to upset me intentionally. I'd rather talk about the good things. Oh yeah, they'll do that. Assorted views, what up? They said don't feel comfortable. They don't feel comfortable around you, but some still want to be connected to. Oh yeah, they want to benefit off your energy and your blessings. They want to feel alive because of our frequency. Yes, they hate that we have that frequency. They hate that. You know how many people I had to cut them off? You know how many people can't stand me? I get it. It must be obnoxious to be around me. I finally get it now. I get why people don't like me. I wouldn't like me too if I had low self-esteem. I wouldn't like me too if I didn't love myself. I wouldn't like me too if I didn't know who the fuck I was on this planet. I wouldn't like me too if I didn't know certain things. I couldn't stand me if I was y'all. Not y'all in the chat, but those losers. Um, I get it now. Could you imagine? You hate yourself. It don't matter. You got money, you got degrees, you got the cars, you got family, you got beauty, you got good looks, whatever, but you don't have that inner light. And here you go being around somebody who got less than you, or you think they're less attractive than you, and they just are shining, you know. I get it. I walk in the room like, hey, how you doing? You know, lighting up the room, and people looking like, this bitch. Ugh. This is what people think. I get it now. I finally freaking get it, because I'm doing more with the less that I have, and they are doing less with the more they got. People don't get this. They looking at you going, how do they have peace? How do they have joy? Why the fuck she smiling? She fat. Why the fuck is she smiling? She don't got money like that. This is what people's thinking when they see some of you. I'm better than them. Why she got that joy, got that peace? Baby, you better do the work. They mad because they didn't do the work. They got caught up in 3D bullshit. They realized, damn, I thought I was going to be happy after I got the degree, I got the money, I got the girl I want, I got the guy I want, I got the kids I wanted, and I still ain't happy. Because all this time, it wasn't about that shit. They lied to you. They tricked you so you could be a worker. And while everybody was working on that 3D stuff, I was busy in the lab doing my healing work, figuring out who the hell I was. Because for me, it made sense to do that first and then get the bag. Not the other way around. It just didn't make any sense to me. And regardless of me not being where I want to be financially, I'm glad I did the work first and then going to go get the bag. Because at the end of the day, you can't take that money with you when you die in that casket. When you laying up in that casket, you cannot take that money with you. People are going to remember you, how you made them feel, the experiences they had with you. That's going to be your print on the planet, your print left here on people. There's people right now that the only thing that they did was spend money on people, but they did not make an impact. You know, so why would you even listen to these people? I ain't never had nobody who was happy talking down on me. Usually people who are of light can see your light. Now you can take constructive criticism. There's been some people who gave me great tips. You know, I remember, I don't think she's in the chat, but her name is Amina. I remember she told me about some website where I can no, she told me what I should do is, you know, when I do phone sessions, I should ask the people who do phone sessions with me to go on Google and leave a review. So that way, when people are looking me up as a spiritual life coach, I have Google reviews, and then people feel more comfortable, you know, trusting me. I thought that was a great advice. Did I do it? I didn't do it because most of the people that I talk to, they be acting funny. I love y'all, but y'all be acting funny. Y'all so scared that somebody gonna find out you talking to me. So a lot of people don't want their information out there, you know, saying they spoke to me, you know, about narcissism or spiritual stuff. A lot of people are scared, you know, so that was the reason why I didn't do that. But I thought that was a great way to market myself to make more money. You know, like people do that when they do hair, when they have a nail tech or anything. It could be anything, any type of entrepreneur. I think that was an excellent tip. It's okay for people to give you tips about your calling, about what you're doing, but at the end of the day, you have to live your life. You're the one that has to do the work, not them. Don't let people steer you in the wrong direction. You know how many times I let people steer me in the wrong direction and I'm not even doing those things? Could you? I have worked at jobs that I had no business being at. I have paid 10K for school, got a certification. I'm a certified medical assistant. That school was $10,000. And I ain't never worked as a medical assistant a day in my life because I was so busy trying to please others, knowing damn well what God told me I'm supposed to be doing and who I am. Don't get caught up. You would end up taking the wrong major. You would end up in the wrong schools. You would end up in the wrong relationships. Oh, they gonna steer you in the wrong direction on purpose. They really want the chosen one to fail. Because if the chosen one is busy doing shit they're not supposed to be doing, they can't do God's work. It's a game. I'm telling you, you better be careful. You will end up with the wrong mate at the wrong job, doing the wrong things around the wrong people. And years is going by and time is going by, and then you caught up and you at this job, and then you're comfortable in the BS, and then you don't know how to get out, and then you too scared to get out, and you look up and you ain't doing nothing that God told you to do. And this is why dramatic things happen to y'all, where God will make you get fired, God will make you get divorced, God will make you sick, because you wasn't listening. You wasn't where you were supposed to be. And this has happened to me. And then you'd be like, oh, then you'd be cursing God and complaining you hate your life. No, you did that because you was not listening. You was doing everything but your calling. You was doing everything but your healing journey. You was doing everything but your spiritual journey. And God had to come and shake your ass because you was not listening or paying attention. You didn't quit that job fast enough. You didn't divorce that man or woman fast enough. You didn't leave them tired ass friends alone fast enough. And now look at you. You mad. And you should only be mad at your damn self because you wasn't listening. Anytime those things happen is because it's redirecting you where you were supposed to be from the beginning. That's why all that's happening. Because you wasn't listening and you're on the wrong track. That's why. Eric says, follow your purpose. Amen. Catherine says, I wanted to be a pharmacist in 2009 and now I'm meant to be a singer. Yeah, that happens. I've had so many different jobs, and that's another thing. When you're a chosen one, you have so many different gifts that you can play with, right? And there'll be maybe 3 years where God will use you as a plumber. And then the next 3 years, you're a teacher. And then the next 3 years, all this is happening for a reason. I was a hairstylist for 20 years. I was a nanny for years. I was a nanny. I think I started babysitting at like 15. My first job was at a daycare. I was a daycare teacher. I ran a daycare for a year before. So God used me to be around children. God used me to be around women when I was doing hair, and then I've had tons of retail jobs. I've spoken to thousands of people working in retail, so there's a long list of where God has used me at. I even had a patient once. That's the only time I actually, use my medical assistant certification. I had a patient for about a year. There was a guy who, his mom died of cancer, so she couldn't take care of him no more. When he was 18, he got into a car accident, went through the windshield, and never recovered. He couldn't go. He had a full scholarship to go to college. He had a girlfriend. He had friends. And it was, I think it was the night of his graduation. He was going to a party and it got into a bad car accident and he became brain damaged. So instead of being 18, he reverted back to a 9-year-old and he never recovered. So his name was Charles. I hope Charles is alive and well. I hope he's doing okay. He was probably about 30 years old. And I think I was maybe, how old was Charles? Yeah, Charles was 30 and I probably was in my late 20s at the time. And that was a very interesting job that I had. And his mom died of cancer, my mom died of cancer, and sometimes we would talk and we were able to relate to each other. And he told me, like, I really believe God sent you here to be with me. But it was difficult because he would get jealous. You know, he was jealous that I would be able to go party and I had a boyfriend and he couldn't have that experience anymore. So, you know, I've had some very interesting jobs. And at the time I did not understand, why was God sending me to this man's house? Why would you send me there? I get it now though. A lot of times you'll end up in a job that you do not know why God is sending you there. And then other people will tell you, why are you working here? You know, I'm not ashamed to get a retail job. I'm not ashamed to work at, I actually applied to work at a fast food restaurant. I don't care. Y'all ain't giving me donations. Y'all ain't giving me money. You feel me? Y'all don't be paying for my vacations. You know, you cannot be ashamed because you do not know why God is sending you there. You do not know why. I remember years ago, I used to work at this store called Conway. Y'all remember Conway? I don't know if y'all had Conway in your city or your country, but in New York, we had this store called Conway. And I was looking for a job and I applied to there and I was working there. And I was at work one day and there was like underwear on the floor. So I was picking up the underwear and putting them back on the hangers and, you know, putting them on the rack. And this woman from my church walked into the store and she said, "Hey girl, how you doing?" And I said, "Hi, how you doing?" And it was summertime, so I didn't have a coat on, right? So she thought I was just shopping in the store. She said, "Why are you picking up those underwear? You don't work here." And I laughed and I said, "I do work here." And she had this disgusting look on her face. She was like, "You work here?" Keep in mind, her ass in there shopping. So you good enough to shop in there, but you think I'm too good to work there? Bitch, what? And I will never forget that, you know, and that happens a lot. And that will discourage you, chosen one. Chosen one, these people will have you broke. They will have you broke. Okay, I see the comments. Oh, when I was talking about my last job that I just quit, I never told them where I worked at. I saw the comment, "Oh, I would have never worked there." You would never work there, but you not giving me no donations for me to pay my motherfucking bills. You ain't giving me no donation to feed myself, to pay my phone bill, to keep the lights on, for my AC to be running. Don't let people shame you, chosen one, because God will put you in the most weirdest, mysterious path. I'm telling you, I have worked the weirdest jobs that I was like, what the hell am I doing here, God? What am I doing here? And after that job, I ended up becoming a manager at a daycare. You know, so sometimes God will test to see, let's see if you humble before I upgrade you. So you think that you don't need to minister to people in lower places? But anyway, homegirl was so shocked that I was working at Conway, looked at me in disgust. And you know, it was an insult, but it was also a compliment because this is what people think of you, chosen one. They think you're too good. They can't believe you work at a retail store. They can't believe you work at McDonald's. They cannot believe this. This blows them away because they see you as high. They see you as a god. They see you as a goddess. They see you as a king or a queen. They can't believe that you would be in such a low class place. But then on the other hand, when the chosen one is balling, they got a problem with that too. So we can't win. We can't win. When my money is up and I'm sitting up in a 5-star hotel and I'm on vacation, motherfuckers be mad. They be mad. I'm telling you, I've been through it. I've had money. I've been dead broke. And I've seen how people reacted to me. Even when I do got it, even when I'm doing well, people are jealous. They don't want you to have that. So what you want to do? You want to please other people, or do you want to please God and yourself? And I made that decision where it ain't none of my business. Whatever you doing over there, if you struggling, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's your contract. I'm over here minding my business, doing what I gotta do. Stay focused, chosen ones. I need y'all to stay focused. Stay focused, because you trust me, and I'm a Leo. I got an ego. I used to care about what people think about me. It took me a long time to break that spell. I'm telling you. The only time I really care what people think about me is if a friend or a lover feel I hurt them. I care. Okay, how did I hurt you? Let's discuss it. That's the only time. Other than that, I don't care about people say the craziest thing to me online, on TikTok, on YouTube. I don't care what you think, because I don't know you. I don't know you. Why would I care? I know who I am. And that's how y'all need to be. Y'all gotta be like Teflon, because there's always gonna be somebody trying to throw you off. And words are seeds. And I hear it all the time. Oh, this person said this, my mom and dad said this, and that holds people back, because you care about what your mom or your dad think about you. They can't live your life for you. You have to live your own life. And sometimes you are going to have to go no contact. You are going to have to leave your family in order to fulfill what God has told you to do. Y'all love Jesus. Y'all love Jesus, right? A lot of y'all do. What happened? What did Jesus do? He left home. He wasn't staying at his parents' crib. He left home. God told him, go out there, help the people, do you. And that's what he did. He followed what his father told him to do. And that's how you have to look at it. You cannot live your life for other people. And the thing about it is, sometimes it looks bad and feels bad because you're going through a transition. Like right now, I'm going through a transition. I had to quit a job, and now financially I'm challenged. Okay, you think I like this feeling? No, I like going out every week to eat. I like traveling. I like just going online and buying my little Temu or my Shein stuff. I like to shop. I like, going places. I like buying all the foods that I like to eat. I can't do that right now. It's a transition, and you have to sit in that transition sometime until your abundance levels up. It's uncomfortable. And this is why a lot of people stay in relationships and they stay at jobs and they stay in habits, because they don't like change. They don't like that uncomfortable feeling. You got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable so more abundance can come in. Anytime I had an uncomfortable feeling, anytime I had a lot of chaos going on, a blessing came right after. I promise you, every time. Every time. I always tell this story. In 2015, right before my grandmother died, my man broke up with me. Well, we collectively broke up together. My man broke up with me. I had drama with friends, and I got fired. 2 weeks later, my grandmother dies. Literally 2 weeks later, my grandmother dies, and I find out she leaves me a couple $1,000s. True story. And that she left me and my uncle the house. That's exactly how that happened. In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. All this happened in 2 weeks. So It may feel uncomfortable. You may be struggling. You may be going through something right now, but I'm telling you, it's all for redirection. And even now, I feel like I have to change it's time for me to change my journey. I thought I was going to be a hairstylist for the rest of my life. Nope. I let go of that in 2021. It's scary to start over, but you have to follow what God is telling you to do. And even if you don't follow it, it gets ripped away from you. Do you know my clients just stop calling me? That's why I retired out of hairstyling. Not just because I didn't like hairstyling anymore. People stopped booking with me. God said, all right, I got your ass. I told you to quit being a hairstylist. Now I'm going to make you suffer. Okay, I got you. Next thing you know, people just stopped calling me. I was making, thousands in a month sometimes. They just stopped calling out of nowhere. I lost my clients. Same thing with the healing thing. I don't get clients like that no more. People don't book with me like that no more. I don't know how I'm going to survive to my next job. I'm lucky if I get 2 phone sessions a week. There's other ways that I'm figuring out how to make money right now. And that is what you have to do sometimes. It's scary, but God is redirecting you for a reason. Click like on the chat for me, please. Thank you. Alicia says, for sure, people who are genuinely happy judge other people less. Yep, very true. If these people are passing judgment on you when they don't even know you, it's really a reflection of them and their unhappiness. It's true. And there, some people who do judge me, they actually do know me. But you know what it is? People know that they don't have the talent or the light that you have. And in their head, they're going, man, if I had her talent, this is what I would do. If I had his talent, this is what I would do. So they're trying to live through you. They're trying to make you do certain things because they can't do what you do. That's where that energy comes from. They're going, man, if I was her, I would be doing this and I would be doing that. No, you probably wouldn't. No, you probably wouldn't, because we all was given something, but yet you're not doing it. You're not using that light. People are crazy. When I was a hairstylist, I didn't have a salon. I never got a salon, right? I would travel to people's homes, or they would travel to my house, and I would do their hair. And at one point I worked in a Dominican salon. When I was a hairstylist, people used to try to make me feel like I wasn't enough because I was styling hair at people's house. I said, wait a minute. Do celebrities go to salons? Celebrities have private stylists that come to where? They house, they hotel room. You're saying this is how people make you think. They'll make you think you're not good enough. They was literally trying to make me feel like I wasn't good enough. Like they wanted me to stop styling hair until I was able to afford a salon. What kind of dumb shit is that? I made thousands of dollars doing hair in people's home and pocketing my money, cash, tax-free. The government didn't get none of that money. So you mean to tell me you're telling me I wasn't a good hairstylist because I didn't own a salon? What? Do you know how hard it is to own a business, to own a building that you got to pay taxes on? You got to pay the lights, you got to pay your worker, you got to pay the water bill. But I'm smart and I'm going to people's house and I'm using their lights and their water. And I'm still getting the price that I would have got if I had a salon. Yo, my thing is work. I need to put that on the t-shirt. Work smarter, not harder. That's my motto for life. And after a while, it used to bother me because people would try to make me feel like I wasn't that girl. And then I realized there was a girl that I grew up with in my neighborhood. She owned 2 salons. She owned one in Queens and Long Island. And I would post my work, my hairstyling online. And she saw it and was like, oh, I want to hire you. You're amazing. I told her, no, thank you. She asked me 3 times, come work with me, come work with me. I said, no, thank you. I like being my own boss. And people kept saying, no, you should go work with her because you will make thousands with her. I said, no, thank you. I like my own peace. I like my own space. And I would make thousands of dollars working with her probably, but she would be a headache for me. Because I heard things about her. I heard she was a bitch. Taurus girl. I heard she was a bitch to her workers. No, thank you. Not all money is good money. And this is how people dangle the carrot in front of you. But yeah, I went through that too. People trying to make me feel inferior. But again, these people ain't giving you no money. These people ain't even contributing to your journey into your life. And they just doing this, running their mouth. Running their mouth. You know, this one guy I used to be cool with. I don't know. He kind of liked me, I guess. He used to always say that, I can't believe you ain't got a salon yet. All these years you doing here. I said, I can't believe you don't even got your own apartment. You've been sleeping on your brother's couch for years and you got a job. What's that about? Focus on you, sir. Focus on why you a daddy, got a job, got a car, but you ain't got your own place. You know, it's always people who should not be throwing stones in glass houses that got something to say to you. Now, if they coming up with some cheddar, if they coming up with a business plan for you and they got some connects, then we could talk. But if not, don't listen to them. If they're not in the same industry as you or have some type of knowledge and actually can help you, that's just chatter. You telling someone what they should be doing with their own journey in their own light, you're not helping them. That's not helping them. So I used to say people, oh, okay, where's your checkbook at? Write me a $50,000 check right now. I'll go open up a salon. Oh, I ain't got that kind of money. Then shut the fuck up. You don't even know how to do a wash and set or a bumper curl. So how you telling me what you think I should be doing or where I should be at in life? Y'all really got to just ignore this chatter. It's dead air. It's dead energy, because a person that really care about you, they gonna give you the money. They gonna give you direction. They gonna hold your hand, but they gonna walk you through the steps so they can see that you elevate. This talk is nothing. It does nothing for you. I'm telling you, it's insane. He said, damn, I haven't thought about Conway since the mid 2000s. I miss Conway. I miss Conway. I'm telling you, Conway had everything. They had lingerie, they had underwear, they had jeans, leggings, they had kids' clothes, dresses. I mean, they had body products for cheap. I mean, man, when Conway closed, I was so unhappy. I missed that store. I guess my Conway now is like Shein or Temu or something like that. You said work smart, don't think hard. Work smarter, not harder. Work smarter, not harder. She said, well, my mom, Latangela said, well, my mom gave me her house too, and I'm not leaving it for any reason. Exactly. People, that is it's so crazy when you just said leaving. People want you to leave your own destiny. Ooh, that's scary. People want you to leave your own calling because they don't know theirs. They don't feel important as you. People want you to leave your own blessings. Did I tell you when my grandmother was dying, right? My dad's ex-girlfriend, who's a narcissist who lives across the street, this woman is so wicked. Do you know what she tried to do? She tried to get me to miss out on my own inheritance and blessing. I was the only one who was taking care of my grandmother while she was dying of cancer, despite how she had been abusive to me my entire life. I was the only one. Her favorite granddaughter did not come to New York to help me. She only came when the woman died. That's when she came a few days before the woman was dead. And then she only came because she wanted to write her name on the proxy, so that way and get into the woman's bank account and steal the money. And that's what she did. That's why she came up to New York, to steal money from my grandmother's account. But anyway, the my dad's ex-girlfriend, who's a narcissist, she said to me, you know what? I was talking to your grandmother. She lied. She said, I was talking to your grandmother and she said she's not leaving you anything. So I suggest that you just move out. Why don't you just leave her? This woman wicked. When I tell you wicked. And I said, wait, what are you talking about? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? She was trying to get me to miss out on my own inheritance. She was telling me to leave my sick, dying grandmother. Because in her mind, she wanted my grandmother to leave my money to her. People wicked. I'm telling you, people were agents. And then when she died and she found out my grandmother didn't leave her a fucking dime, she was pissed. She only came around my sick grandmother because she thought, oh, maybe I'll take her to the doctor sometime or to the hospital sometime. She'll put me in her will. People wicked. They want you to miss out on your blessing. And I didn't think I was going to get anything, and I still stayed, and God blessed me. I'm telling you, I still stayed. I saw paperwork from my uncle. I saw paperwork from my cousin, who's her favorite grandchild. I saw no insurance papers. My name wasn't on any bank account, any annuity, nothing. And I still fucking stayed. And God still blessed me. I'm telling you, I got a big testimony about that. People want you to walk away with nothing. They don't want you to be on the path that God had told you to be on, because they want you to miss out. You can't see what's going to happen in the future. You don't know what's up there. I don't care how many psychic abilities you have. I got psychic abilities too, but I don't know what's going on a lot of the time. And here come these agents. Here come these people who hate you, and they, you know what? And then you miss your blessing because you did not follow what God told you to do. I'm telling you, I got some crazy stories. So when people ask me, how am I so confident? Because I have a true relationship with myself and God, and I have been through things where I was obedient, even when I couldn't see the end, even when I couldn't see the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I have been obedient, and I knew that something is coming. It is painful, but I'm telling you, there is a lesson in everything, and there's a reason for everything. And you don't understand that your brain cannot comprehend why you're going through what you're going through. And then you look back, you be like, oh, okay, I see why this happened. Oops. But some of y'all don't make it because you stop in the middle of the process, because you're busy comparing yourself, and you're busy listening to these agents and these losers who know nothing about your journey and your path. Alicia said, oh, that's terrible. People are awful sometimes. I'm telling you, I have come across some wicked ass people. Wicked. I got some crazy ass story. I don't trust nobody. Yep. It was so crazy. And it's funny how even when that woman said that to me, there was another cousin of mine, a male cousin. He came to me out of nowhere. I don't know why he said that, but he was like, oh, I don't know if I should say this to you, but your grandmother told me that she's leaving you something. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? So God sent someone else to cancel out what that evil bitch was saying to me. I tell you, man, I got stories for days. And it'd be a spiritual warfare. You got to understand, when you are a generational curse breaker, when you are that black sheep, when you are that chosen one, it is a spiritual warfare. So here this woman was trying to tell me, leave, you're not going to get nothing, you should just leave her, let her die alone. And then a cousin comes to me, he tells me, oh, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but your grandmother told me that she's leaving you something. So don't ever think that you're not going to get nothing. I know she don't treat you right. I know you're not the favorite, but you going to be good. Don't worry. True story. And I didn't even believe him either. I didn't believe her, and I didn't believe him. I didn't know what to believe. It's literally always a constant spiritual battle for you, chosen one. I'm telling you. And something else that I'm seeing is that people only want to get close to you to destroy you, just to be like, see, I broke the chosen one heart. People are that sick. I'm telling you, people are that sick. And some people are just so blinded by your light, and they don't really believe it. But then once they get around you and they see who you are, they're like, oh, damn, they real. They really like this? I thought she was faking. I thought he was faking like me. They think, you have to understand, you got to watch people, because even though somebody may seem cool, even though somebody might seem of light, it doesn't mean that they're going to be able to handle being in your life. And this is something I could peep it now. I could tell from a mile away that, nah, she ain't going to be able to hang around me. I could tell now. DTA, don't trust anybody. I can tell now who is weak. I definitely can. Dang, my damn ice melted. That's just some mango juice. That ain't no damn liquor. I wish I had some liquor. um, you have to be responsible with who you allow in your presence, because some people, they can't handle being in your life. Your life, see, because you're used to who you are and your energy, you're very, how can I say this? Cracking my knuckles. You're very supernatural. You think your life is normal. It's not. It's not normal. You know, even this year, there was a couple of things that happened to me, and I saw people looking at me going, how the fuck did that just happen? Supernatural things happen, and people noticing like, this person's weird. How did that happen? Huh? I'm noticing people's expressions to me. Even at my last job, there was some supernatural things that happened to me, and they're going, what? You know, I have people straight up asking, like, you a witch or something? Like, what the hell that just happened? They don't understand it, because you're protected in a way that they're not. They've never seen this before. They've never met a person like you before. And here you go, listening to them. They don't know nothing about this life. I'm telling you. This is the reason why you walk alone. This is why you don't got friends like that. They cannot handle being around a being like you. And I don't mean this in a cocky way. You're like an alien. They've never seen miracles or spiritual experiences like this, but you're not realizing what's going on, because this is your life. You're used to it. This is why a lot of people ghost you. You know, you freak them out. I'm cracking up because, yo, you freaking them out. You're freaking them out. Things be happening. Don't you know you'll say something and the person was just thinking that thing, or they were just talking about that. They just didn't tell you. You freaked them out. How she know that? How he know that? What the hell's going on here? They try to set you up, but then it got maneuvered. And they're like, oh shit, like I try to get them fired, I try to set them up, I try to do all these negative things to them, and it got blocked. That freaks people out. And these are the same people you looking up to and you listening to. Ah, it is crazy. It's the same thing in relationships. It's contributed to all relationships, with family, friends, romantic relationships. I've done videos like that. I've done a live before on romantic relationships and chosen ones, but I'm understanding it more and more as time is going by. I'm understanding it more and more. Oh, this is why right now I'm going through a thing. I don't know if y'all are going through this, guys, but I'm going through a moment where people, it almost feels like an energy is keeping people away from me. They cannot get but so close to me. I'm like, hey, let's hang out. And they just get quiet. And I'm like, you good? Like, what the hell is that? Now, soon as I get that energy, I just disappear on them. I'm not doing this with you. This is weird. This is creepy. They'll use you as like an outlet, a pen pal, and that's it. I'm not doing this with you. Real friends, real lovers spend time together. They can handle you on the phone. Now, this is deep. They can handle your light on the phone. They can handle your light through text. They can handle your light on social media. They're not fucking with you in person. They not. They don't got the confidence to fuck with you in person. They're not coming next to you, but they want to stay connected to you. You got to pay attention to why they talking to you on the phone. They talking to you through text. They talking to you online, but they never meet up with you. It's beyond they're not interested. They want to be in proximity to your light to watch you. But they don't have the capacity to actually have a true connection with you. This shit weird. I'm telling you, this weird. Hey, Trey. Paradigm says, have you ever experienced people get scared of you due to the vitality of your eyes? Validity, was it vitality? I'm a horrible reader. I can write, but I'm horrible with pronouncing words. I promise you I'm not slow. Yes, definitely. I scare people with my eyes. Yes, definitely. I'm used to it. I don't have a problem with it. Um, Most men can't look me in my eye. They just can't. They can't. It's very few men can look me in my eye. Very few female friends can look me in my eye. The intensity in my eyes scare people. The truth in my eyes scare people. The spiritual power in my eyes scare people. I used to feel bad about it. Now I love it because it's letting me know who is who. If you cannot look me in my eye, that's a problem. Why can't you look me in the eye? And you don't got no mental disorder. What's wrong with you? And I am very aware of my intimidation on people, and I used to try to water myself down. No, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. I remember at the last job that I just was act that I quit on June 10th, this manager, she was talking to me and she started shaking. I looked her dead in her eyes and she started shaking. Her hands started shaking. And I was like, you make these demons shake and that's good. That's good. Don't water your light down. Don't be trying to cover your eyes. I love sunglasses. I love sunglasses. I love shades. I do wear them a lot, yeah, as y'all know. But I'll take them shades off to look you dead in your eye. I think it's kind of cute sometimes, but when a man looks away, he can't look me in the eye sometimes. You know, it is what it is. Goddess says, "Oh my God, is that a Leo thing? Because that happened to me, especially if I'm getting to know someone, and when we plan to meet up, something happens to keep us away from each other more than once. That's happened." I don't think it's a Leo thing because I have history of always spending time with people. So I don't think it's a Leo thing. I think it's a spiritual thing. I think it is a force. I think it's spiritual protection that's making us not connect with these people. They're not in the same dimension with us. They can't connect with us in the physical plane. They can connect to us through technology. They can connect to you through technology only. They cannot connect with you in the physical plane. That's it. They can't. Y'all are not supposed to link up together. They have no business being around you. And no matter how much you may love these people or like these people, they ain't fucking with you. It doesn't take people months to hang out with you, especially if y'all live in the same city, same country. They cannot link up with you. I'm telling you. Sorry, my nose is itching. I ain't digging my boogers. um, and this is increasing because of the great spiritual separation. You're going to notice that it's increasing. People are not going to link up with you, and you're going to be like, what is going on? It is intense. And you're going to know who is who. I'm telling you, you're going to know who is who. That's how you're going to know. They're not going to link up with you. They're hiding from you. They don't want you to know they're hiding from you, because also they cannot take your energy in person. There's a strong frequency through the phone, but that intensity of who you are in person, they can't handle that. Hugging you, looking you in the eyes, touching you, being in your orbit, they can't hide. They can hide on the phone. They can hide through text. They can hide on the internet. They cannot fucking hide from you in person. And they know they don't want you to see who they really are. So they dipping and dodging and making, oh, I'm busy and I can't meet up and I'm here and I'm there and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. You ain't doing shit but hiding. You're full of shit. A person that's on your level will meet up with you and spend quality time with you. A person who is not scared will spend time with you. A person who belongs around you, you will see them. Even if they got to fly across the country, they'll come see you. I'm telling you. I got a friend. Let's see if she shows up. There's a friend who's supposed to come here in August. Let's see if she shows up. She was invited to Mexico, didn't show up. Let's see if she shows up. The door is shut, is locked. They can't get in. They can't get in. And I was like, oh, what the hell is going on? But then there's people who we meet up, we good. We hang out, we're fine. Those are your people. Those people who's not meeting you up and dipping and dodging and shit and sliding, those ain't your people. Their energy cannot, it's like the sun. It's like being in the light. You know, they're like, oof, I'm burning up. I gotta go under the umbrella. That's how they are when they're around you. And I don't think consciously they know what they're doing. I don't think a lot of people know what they're doing. They really be like, nah, I'm really am busy. No, I really can't see you. No, they don't realize spiritually, their spirit is literally repelling you. They're repelling you, but they're not conscious enough to realize why they're doing this. Because I bet you they meet up with motherfuckers quick. Look on their social media. They hanging out with everybody else but you. They'll meet a random person online and go fuck them or go beat them, go hang out with them, go spend time with them. I'm telling you, it's because y'all are not supposed to be around each other. And it may hurt. You may love these people, you may care for these people, you do not belong around them. And just fade away. Fade into black. I just stopped texting. I just stopped calling. Don't respond. Give one word responses until they get the point. That's it. I ain't got no time for that. I'm only invested in people who's on my frequency. I'm only going to invest in people who I don't scare you. My energy don't scare you. Why are you scared of me? Because I'm the light. They scared of you because they know that they're in darkness. They don't want to be around the light. But they keep a connection to you. They keep a link to you because it's kind of like a car accident. You just got to look. They just got to watch you. You're fascinating. You're amazing. Your light and your spirit is in a place that they're not in yet. So they want to watch you. That's it. And you get kind of confused, or your ego gets hurt, or your heart gets hurt because you're like, why won't they spend time with me? How come they dipping and dodging me? There's something wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. I had to block 2 dudes off my phone. They just kept texting me, what you doing? Where you at? Let's link up. Never made a plan. Okay, sirs, y'all got to get off my phone. We too old for this. One is 34 years old, the other one's 40 years old. Block, goodbye. Weirdos. These people are weird. And they don't get it. They really be thinking like, what are you talking about? I really am busy, or I really can't meet up with you. Not realizing that their energy cannot be around you. I finally figured it out because I had to talk to God like, yo, what's going on? And it make you feel like you some bugaboo. I'm not begging you to hang out with me. I'm not begging you to be no friend of mine. But they fucking weirdo. Keep texting you, checking on you, see what you doing. You're weird. That's strange. You live 20 minutes away from me. Why haven't I seen you? Did you lose a limb? Did you lose an eye? Are you in a bubble? What happened to you? What happened is they know they ain't supposed to be around you. They're being held back. There's your spirit guides is going, leave her the fuck alone. Leave him the fuck alone. Don't talk to them. Leave them alone. Don't even go over there. That's what's happening. The great split. What does it mean when someone's nose itches in someone's presence? I'm not sure. Everyone has their own spiritual thing. For me, when God wants me to shut the hell up, I'll lose my voice. I'll just start itching. My nose start itching a lot. If God's not pleased with something I said, or they just want me to shut up around somebody, I'll just start itching. So it's like the scratching is making me want to pause, and it's stopping me from talking. But my throat will close up, or I'll start coughing. That happens a lot when God wants to silence me. Now I get the point and be like, okay. Even sometimes when I'm on the live, all of a sudden my voice just goes down, or I start coughing like crazy, and I go, oh, I gotta go, guys, so that happens. You need to get a booking with me soon. I hope so. Thank you so much. The information on how to book is in my description bar, and then I'll put it in the comment section. All you do is email me and you find out what day I'm available, and that's how we set it up, and you make your payment, and it's simple. It's really simple. But always email me 24 hours in advance before the day that you need me, because even though I don't work outside of the house right now, I be outside. I don't be sitting in the house waiting for people. you know oh yeah, that's another thing I want to say, guys. Those of you who do book phone sessions with me, we gotta chat real quick. Do not email me the day of. Email me a day before, because I have a life. I do not sit in the house all day long. So please be respectful of my time, and also try to get your phone sessions in by 8 p.m. I'm getting a lot of emails, for late calls and stuff like that. And I've been doing it after 9 p.m. But guys, please be respectful of my time. Book your phone sessions the day before, 24 hours to 48 hours in advance. Please be respectful. Thank you. Because I really can't. I can't do it sometimes. Like, it's just weird. I just would never think of doing stuff like that. Yes. What's your name? I'm gonna just call you King. Says, once you become an observer of life, everything will be shown to you, no words needed. Exactly. And this is what I mean by, like, you have to have a connection with universe. You have to have a connection with self, because you're constantly being shown the truth. You're constantly being shown signs and signals through all kinds of things, through nature. You get spoken to through nature, through numbers, through colors, through television, all kind of stuff. The universe and God is going to connect with you in your own language. So that's how I'm spoken to. You're going to get your message in all kinds of ways. Goddess says, I'm in Arizona. It's mountain standard timing, so we will have to work out that time. That's fine. I've spoken to people with mountain time before. I've spoken to people in Africa, London, Australia, Germany, like all over the place. Yeah. I have a friend in Arizona, and I understand that if I know in advance, I don't mind it. But I don't know, what is that? What's that 5 hour difference or something like that? A 3 to 5 hour difference, I think it is. But yeah, it could be worked out. It's just that I need to know at least 24 to 48 hours in advance, so that can be worked out. People be hitting me up like, can you call me in an hour? What is going on with y'all? No, I cannot. Sometimes I can, most times I cannot. It's unprofessional. Please don't do that. Thank you. Y'all be trying to drive me crazy. Some people be trying to drive me crazy. And if you don't put up boundaries, people will disrespect you. Oh, I can always email the light, and she will respond to me. No, I'm cool, but we ain't friends. You're paying me for a service. Please be respectful. Goddess says, also, when the universe shows you things, it's only for you to understand. It's deeper feeling spiritually. Yes, it's not for other people to see. It's a message specifically for you. And even, you know what? It's funny because, like, I'll get messages in a dream, or I got a message somewhere. I just received like a message somewhere. And you know what I noticed? I would tell a friend, and they'll be like, I don't know what that means. I don't know. And I'm like, and that's why you got to keep it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You ever got like a deep spiritual message, and you're just so excited about that message, you're so excited about that spiritual um gift, and then you run home, you call your man, you call your girl, or, you call your bestie, and you share it with them, and they shit on it, and you like they'll even tell you, some people even tell you you're bugging, you're tripping, that wasn't a message, you know, or they're jealous, they're not receiving these messages. I'm telling you, this stuff gets deep. They think you lying. Some people think you lying. That's why I don't be sharing my messages like that. I don't be sharing my spiritual downloads like that, because it's not for any of my friends, or for them to know. I be asking people questions. They be like, I don't know. I don't know. What do you know? I guess. They will think it's fascinating, and then they would try to discourage you by talking about, I ain't really, get that from that message. People crazy. People be hating because they ain't getting shit. They not getting no kind of message from God. They not getting no message from universe. So you be having these wonderful, miraculous stories of God talking to you, or the universe talking to you. They be hating because they don't hear nothing but birds chirping in their ears, or silence in their head. They trying to figure out why you getting messages and they're not. So keep your messages to yourself. A lot of times I keep my messages to myself. I probably tell YouTube, I tell y'all my dreams and different messages and stuff. Cause y'all don't be hating. Keep it to yourself. I'm telling you. The last couple of messages or things that I saw and I told people who I love, I guess so. I don't know. And I'm like, what? Like, did you not just hear this crazy miraculous story I just told you? And you're like, I ain't really get that from that. People are funny. I'm so glad I'm at a place in my life right now. I just be laughing at people. I just be laughing at people. People be so jealous of you spiritually. It's disgusting. It's so disgusting. People are crazy. Because it all boils down to they didn't do the work. Yeah. So I've been on here an hour and 32 minutes. I'm going to leave my donation information in the chat. Those of you who can bless me, please do. Where's my YouTube? If you love the message that I gave tonight, please hit my Cash App, my Zelle, or my PayPal with a donation, please. I really appreciate that. My phone bill is due on Saturday, so I need some financial blessings. Thank you very much. Let me go to this thing. Put my information in the chat. But I just keep most of the things to myself. And what's crazy is those same people will come to you and they wanna drain you of your light and of your information. They know who you are. They know that you are of light. They know that you're magical, but they only want to use you to benefit them and to figure out what's going on with them because they're too lazy spiritually to do the work. But then when you come to them with something supernatural or something powerful, now it's, I don't know, I guess so. I just be like shaking my head when I just tell people certain things, and I blame myself. I be like, why you even tell them that shit? You know they a spiritual hater. I don't even waste my breath. Or they try to twist your words and make it out to be something that is not. They try to gaslight you and make you feel like That's not what really happened. It's crazy. My donation information is in the chat. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you. You said, or Pete Paradigm says, or, oh, you live in Arizona too? Oh, wow. I didn't know that sort of views. Paradigm says, or people that have similar metaphysical experiences. Yeah, those are the only people that you really can talk to. Oh yeah, I have a story time channel, guys. Go sub to my story time channel. It's nothing like this channel, but get my subs up. It's just story times, like, because this channel is more like spiritually based, and that channel is more worldly based, so to say, you know. So go over there and sub for me. Click like on my videos that's over there. Yeah, thank you so much, Assorted Views. My channel is, my other YouTube channel that I just started is called Angelique the Goddess. Yep, we send the email first. You basically go, hey Angelique, I'm interested in a phone session on this day. Are you available at this day and time? And I'll ask you, what is your time zone? And we go from there. It's really simple, it's easy. And then once we come up with a day and time of the call, that of the time you want the call, you make your payment, and then you give me your phone number, and then I call you that day. I always email you that morning or the day before to confirm again if you still want that time slot. Yeah, go sub to my other YouTube channel. It's a storytime channel called Angelique the Goddess. And my email to book a phone session is right there in the chat. So you email me at that email, and the information is also going to be in the comment section when I get out the live, and it's already in the description bar in the live as well. How to donate, how to book, it's all in that it's all there pretty much. You just email me, and always put a subject, because sometimes people's emails go to spam because we never spoken before, and Yahoo be bugging. So always put phone session in there. It's $20 for 30 minutes and $40 for 1 hour. Those are cheap prices. But yeah, that's how you do it. But anyway, what was he talking about? Oh yeah, we was talking about how, you know, people, they ain't gonna link up with you. They not linking up with you. They not linking up with you. You don't have to deal with that either. You really don't. Just let them rock. Wish them the best. Let them go be with people who they feel comfortable around. I'm telling you, these people, they're a trip. You know, last week I already talked about how people energy vamping more, right? And then you have some people who, they don't want to project on you, so they stay away from you. They're not going to call you. They're not going to want to hang out with you because they actually love you and they don't want to project on you. I'm like that. I'm that kind of person. So when I'm going through something, I don't really reach out to my friends like I normally do. Not because I'm going to be hating on them, but because I don't want to be in that funk talking to my friends. I want to be uplifting. I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm broke right now and I got man issues, and I don't want to be talking about that. So I'd rather just deal with my problems in isolation. That's a good friend. Some of your friends, they're not reaching out to you, not because they're jealous, but because they don't want to project their unhappiness on you. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And they will communicate that with you. I tell my friends, like, going through it, can't talk right now. Talk to you in 30 days. True story. Before I would just disappear, but I think that's irresponsible, because if you had a man or a woman, you wouldn't disappear on your man or woman for 30 days. So why do you do it to your friends? It's okay. It takes a 3-second text or a voice note to say, hey, I'm going through it. I don't feel like talking. I hit you up when I'm ready. Now, if they keep texting you and keep calling you, ignore their ass, because you already warned them motherfuckers. You already warned them. You already told them how you felt or what you're going through, and they still not respecting your space. You did your part. Don't feel guilty. Block them temporarily. I don't know. Put your phone on do not disturb. But yeah, not everybody who is parting from you. Some people just don't want you to see them too. But what I'm noticing is there's a great separation. People want to watch you, but they don't want intimate relationships with you. They don't want close relationships with you. They just want to use your energy, and that's it. These people are weirdos, man. They are weirdos. I'll just be like, what in the hell is wrong with these people? Oh my gosh, what is wrong with these people? But I do hope that you don't take that personally. You know, I used to take this personally that people were doing this to me. Like, why don't they want to see me? Why don't they want to why they don't want to hug me? Why don't they want to be in my presence? Focus on who fucks with you. I have this friend, actually. I just saw him on live on TikTok before I got on here. And I think he's autistic, so he doesn't know social cues and stuff like that. And this is something that always bothered me about him. I show this boy so much love. Man, he's in his 30s. He's a grown man. I call him a boy. I show this guy so much love. I invite him to places all the time. But he's so stuck and focused on people who don't even acknowledge his presence. Don't be that person. I'm gonna blame the way he's behaving on his autism, of his mental imbalance. But a lot of you don't have imbalances, but you are more focused and you care about people who don't give a fuck about you. Stop that today. There's people who love you, who do F with you, but you're so focused on people who don't want nothing to do with you. Why do we do that? Or why do you do that? I don't do that anymore. I'd be like, forget it. And I've even seen people chasing me. If I'm not showing you that I don't fuck with you like that, girl, why are you chasing me? I don't view you as a close friend. Why are you trying to force me to be your close friend? I don't view you like that. And I'm glad that I got to the point where I don't have a problem telling a person, like, listen, we're not close friends. I look at you more of an acquaintance. But people be feeling like if you don't accept them or see them as a bestie or their lover, their man or their woman, that changes their value. Why y'all do that? Why you letting people change your value because they don't want to be with you? Like, there's a guy right now. I don't know if he's watching my YouTube, so people been finding my YouTube. That's another thing, guys. I can't be telling my personal business like I used to, because people been finding my YouTube all of a sudden. I don't know how they're finding my YouTube, but I ain't gonna be telling y'all all my business like I was before, because people be watching me in the cut. But there's this guy who, for years, we had an intimate relationship. And 6 months ago, we started speaking again. And he's not making time for me. Am I bothered by that? No. I'm like, it don't take no man 6 months to spend time with you. What am I going to do with that? Nothing. Move on. Do I feel my value is now compromised because this person is not investing in me like they used to invest in me? Fuck no. I love you, got love for you. You're not investing in me? Bye. When you're ready to invest in me, maybe call me. Maybe I'll be single then. You know what I'm saying? Don't chase people. Don't try to make people see your value. Half the time they see your value, and that's why they're not investing in you. They're not going to match your energy. They know their love don't match you. They know they're not going to invest in you. They're not going to be able to give you the same frequency that you give them. Don't don't focus on people who are not focused on you. Give people who give you that light, who give you that energy, the same in return. It's really that easy. Ever since I started returning the energy that people gave me, my feelings don't get hurt. I used to get so hurt by this. I used to get so hurt by this. But then there was other people who wanted to spend time with me, other people who wanted to invest in me, and I'm looking at them like as chopped liver because I'm over here chasing this man who don't want me, or chasing this friend who won't give me the energy I'm giving her. I did it. I did it for years. Do I do it now? Hell no. You don't want to spend time with me? You don't want to go here with me? You don't want to go do this with me? All right, I'll go do this with somebody else. No worries. I made plans already. I used to have this friend. She used to be like, that's one thing about you. She's like, yo, you would ask me to go somewhere and I would tell you I'm not sure. And the next thing I look on social media, you at that same place you said that you at that same place you invited me to. That's one thing about you. You don't give a fuck. You still going. You don't stop nothing for nobody. I said, nope, I sure don't. I'm still gonna go on that trip alone. I'm still gonna go to that restaurant alone. I'm still gonna go see that movie alone. I'm still gonna go to that event with somebody else or by my damn self. You don't stop no show. Some of y'all be like, oh, they don't want to go with me, so I'm not going no more. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You could have just missed your blessing. You could have went alone and met your next best friend. You could have went alone and met your next husband or your next wife. Don't do that. Don't wait for these dry ass people spiritually. I'm telling you. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. I told y'all back in 2015 when I had got a little inheritance check, I could have went to Africa, Hawaii, Aruba. I could have went to Thailand. I could have went on a vacation and stayed for 30 days in a 5-star hotel with the money that was given to me. And I didn't. Why? Because I was waiting for people who did not really fuck with me. Well, they don't got a passport. They can't afford the trip, so I'm not gonna go. I'll just go to Miami. What a dummy. I don't want to go back to the 2015 version of me. She was stupid as hell. She was actually waiting for people who did not really fuck with her like that. I'm not gonna go to Africa. I guess I'll just go to Miami because my friend can't afford to go to Miami. And I don't want to go vacation alone. Dummy. You big fool. Now I regret it. Now I'm sitting here and wish I can go to fly to Africa right now. Wish I can go to Ghana and go get me a man in Ghana. Wish I could fly right now to Thailand and stay in Thailand for 30 days eating Thai food and, in the damn water with the damn floaty, and you're eating your breakfast in the water and going to the spa with flowers around me. I could have did all that shit by my damn self when my dumb ass was waiting for people who didn't even fuck with me to begin with. I did all of that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Let them people go. They holding you back from your blessings. They holding you back from experiences. They're holding you back from getting to know yourself. Stop being scared to be alone. Alone don't always mean lonely. Juneteenth, right? Y'all know I'm black. I'm Black American. Juneteenth. I hung out by myself. Juneteenth. I'm in the park dancing. All the black people partying together. They dancing in a circle. Go, 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 go. By my damn self. Came home, I felt like I was a kid again. It was hot as hell. It was like 90 degrees. My sneakers was dirty. I was like, oh man, I had fun by myself on Juneteenth. Ain't nobody wanted to go with me. No one can go with me. My one homeboy, unfortunately, he wanted to come with me, but he had to work. He was cursing. He said, damn, I can't go and take Juneteenth off. Damn, I wanted to go with you. I'm telling you, I had a good time on Juneteenth. Then this Sunday, Spike Lee is having a block party. You know, Spike Lee, the movie director, he is having a block party in Brooklyn. I'm going by myself and I'm gonna be dancing in the street in Brooklyn by myself. You think I'm gonna sit around and wait for, oh, I like this guy. I want him to come with me. Oh, I wish I could hang out with this girl, but I don't know. Fuck her. There'll be people out there when I get there. Everywhere I go, people talk to me, especially if I end up looking cute. People always talk to me. If you ain't walking around with your head down and looking stupid, people will talk to you. And you will meet people. It's a process, I know. But I'm just telling you who I used to be and who I am now. And y'all got to get there too, because if you really think you a chosen one, you better get used to being alone sometimes. Even if you're married, you better get used to being alone sometimes. Even if you're a parent, you better get used to being alone sometimes. And you can have the most fun by yourself. I'm gonna be everywhere this summer. If it's a free festival, I'm going. I ain't got no money this summer right now until I start working again. I'm going to all the free festivals. The beach is free. I'm gonna be at the beach too. I'm gonna go to the park 4th of July, watch some free fireworks. Don't be like, I ain't got no money. You don't need no money. Bring your little water, bring you a little sandwich and sit in the park. And you never know, you might meet somebody. Go outside looking cute. Walk with confidence. Walk with your head up. And see who you might meet, who you might come across. You never know, I might go out there, meet somebody and get a damn job. Who knows? But you gotta go. You gotta be out there. And you feel better. You feel better in the sun. You feel better in the air. You feel better in nature. Let me tell you something. Juneteenth, all those Black people dancing and singing, it's like I felt energized. I went home feeling high and I wasn't drinking. I went home feeling like, oh, I felt good. Whoa, I slept good that night because I was around people with high vibrations. Go outside this summer, guys. I'm telling you. Because then you're going to be complaining, crying when winter come. What is this? Get you a man from the Philippines that'll cook you adobo. That's so funny. I actually want to go to a Filipino restaurant. I don't eat pork. I'm not eating chicken anymore. And I know that they use a lot of chicken, a lot of pork. I actually grew up with some Filipino people. They were very nice. One of my mom's best friends was Filipino. I used to love going to her house. I don't know what kind of noodles these were that she used to make, but these particular thin noodles that she made was so good. Oh my gosh, the rice in the noodles was like my favorite. And they have she was made some cool sweets. The Filipino sweets are so good. Oh my goodness. Their last name was Ragon, but they moved to California because their dad was a photographer. And growing up, their dad used to do all the videography for our church. So if it was like the wedding, or he would, tape all the sermons and things like that. So their dad was a photographer and they end up moving to Cali. But Filipino people are very nice. They're very loving and family oriented. I've had good experiences with them. Goddess says, I had a lot of great first times alone, to be honest. Good. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Don't be afraid to be by yourself. Don't be afraid to do things alone. What you gonna do? Sit in the house all summer? Y'all crazy. I ain't sitting in this house all summer. Hell no. Don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying my rest. It's going on 2 weeks since I've, quit this job. I am enjoying this rest. Ooh. But I'm going outside this summer. Sort of, you said I lived in 4 states so far and was by myself, starting over. Now that is a real test when you're able to just get up and go to another state, another country by yourself. That is very powerful. That's a power move. God was with me, alone but not alone. Yup, fire signs are independent. I'm telling you, the very thing that you're scared to do is probably the thing that you should be doing. Challenge yourself this summer. Do something that you're scared to do. Do something alone that you think is lame. And I want you to report back to me and let me know how you feel after doing that very thing by yourself. How was the Wi-Fi tonight? Was I clear? Because I was on Wi-Fi and I'm usually on my data when I go on live. But I had to use my old phone because my other phone was dead. So I hope that there's no glitching in the system. Because sometimes it will record clear, but then when I watch the playback, if I use Wi-Fi, it will be like in and out. So hopefully my fan wasn't too loud. Cause I know in my last live, my fan was blowing so damn loud in the camera, it sounded horrible. So if y'all ever hear anything weird in the lives, please let me know so I can fix it. Cause that's annoying. It's clear. Okay, thank you. So yes, what did we learn today, kids? We learned that stop comparing yourself. Comparison is your enemy. We learned that we need to stop listening to chatter, especially from people that don't even got no damn plan for us. And we also learned that there is a great separation, and that's why people aren't responding to you in the way that you feel you deserve. And don't take it personally, because sometimes these people really do love you and they like you, but they cannot reach you spiritually. God is literally keeping them away from you. You're very welcome, Goddess. And what else did we learn? And we also learned to do things alone, because if not, you will never get them done. You will never get them done. You will miss out on so many opportunities and fun and lessons and blessings waiting for people. Ooh, I wish I can get back all the years I was waiting on people to do things with me, waiting on people to validate me. I was a damn fool back then. You was in and out of the live, but it was good from when I was here. Okay. Y'all could always watch the playback. But I'm not staying on for 3 hours tonight. I just really wanted to come on tonight, guys, and give that message to y'all. I'll see if I might come back on later on this weekend. We'll see if I have something else to talk about or something interesting happens to me. But this was really on my heart because it's really been bothering me how people are trying to discourage us. And I hate to see it. I'm seeing it with other content creators, where people are trying to tell us that, we're not enough because we don't have thousands and thousands of subs, so that's something I really want to come on here and share with you. And it doesn't even have to be on that level. It could be with anything. It could be at your job, within your family. It could be your weight loss journey. It could be your healing journey. Don't allow people to tell you where you're supposed to be in your journey. Nobody knows where you're supposed to be in your journey because nobody knows the work that you have done. if they weren't there every step of the way. And even if somebody is watching from the outside, they don't know the internal work that you have done. So keep that in mind. Everybody have an amazing weekend. Try to do something fun if the weather is nice wherever you reside at. Try to do something alone if you can. Challenge yourself. Anything. Grab some coffee alone. Go to a bookstore. Go to an amusement park. Go to a museum. Go sit in the park. Go to the beach. Start off slow. Do something alone. And don't feed energy to people who are not invested in you. Don't take everything so personally. Stop thinking that they don't want to be around you because you're not worthy. How about you are too worthy and that's why they're not messing with you? Ever think about that? All right. Have a good night, guys. I love you, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Don't forget to book your phone sessions through my email, neoangie3000@yahoo.com. Don't forget to follow my Storytime channel. Angelique the Goddess is a channel. And don't forget to donate, okay? I don't care if it's $5, $10, $100, donate. Thank you. That's what keeps me coming on here. Whenever I get phone sessions or whenever I get donations, that's what makes me come on the channel and spit some fire for y'all. All right? This is what I do for a living right now. So I need y'all support. I'm a smaller channel and I need y'all support. All right? All right. Talk to y'all soon.